Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today's plan was to go sourcing, get loads of really good stuff, come back, please this punch and show everyone what great stuff I got for next to nothing and how much money I was going to make on it. Trouble was, charity shops weren't that good today. Got a few bits, went in 10 charity shops in 3 different areas. Liz came with me. She had eyes on all the women's clothing. I was doing men's clothing. I had a look a bit at the women's clothing. I was doing the games, the books, etc., etc. But I haven't got a lot. I will whip through it, but then I'm going to do something else. It does make me think, and that's the title of this video. If you keep doing something and it isn't working, is it just like utter madness to keep doing it? I'm not talking about reselling. I'm talking about charity shops and amount of time spent at charity shops. And I think what I might do, I definitely won't be going to the same ones again and again, but I'm finding even my regular ones seem to be letting me down. Prices are going up, quality of stuff is going down. So whereas we used to sort of go to these charity shops maybe once a month and come back with like, say, 3 carrier bags full of stuff, kind of got about half a carrier bag here. But I will go through it. I'll go through it now just quickly and then I'll get on to something else which might be useful. Might not, but it might be. So first thing I got, it's the only thing I got in this charity shop. I was looking at the cameras but they just weren't there. Anyway, this is a pair of Nike running shoes. Run Fast. They are... It did have a special thing on it. I can't remember where it is. Anyway, Nike running shoes. Nike Zoom running shoes. Now these cost £8. I don't normally like paying more than like £6 for shoes. All types of shoes really. We'll make exceptions. Obviously if it's a pair of DMs I'll like, you know, fork out money. But it's just a pair of running shoes. But the condition was alright. So £8. Hoping, I was looking it up on the shop and in the shop and going all through eBay, making sure that I was alright with these. Colour's good, size 7.5, you know, that's not too bad. Maybe 25, so you know, not fabulous. Then I've got comforters. Now I suppose a lot of people know comforters are worth going for because they're always like 50p. I think this one's a Jellycat. Jellycat's always recognisable by those little black eyes. If you see those, grab it, have a look at the label. Jellycat will demand a price. These are 50p each. So there's 4 of these and they're probably, you know, go on for maybe between 10 and 20 depending on the Jellycat could be a bit more, the others maybe £10. So, you know, really easy to pack. And if ever I see one of these, because, you know, to store it's nothing, 50p, grab it. Next one I got, and I wasn't too keen on getting this, was this square, what's he called, SpongeBob SquarePants. He's I know of this, but I know, you know, he's I'm too old for SpongeBob really. Anyway, this was £2.50. Now one of the only reasons I got this is because I've already got this and it was missing bits, so I kind of know that, you know, if I put the two together I should get a full set. Hopefully, maybe there's the same bit missing, which would be unfortunate. But I did have a quick look in the shop. I bought it and then I opened it in the shop, which is quite a good way of. If you're normally, I don't mind sort of opening things up in shops at all. I'm not, you know, I will ask if someone, you know, they sellotape them up, and I'll say, can I have a quick look inside just in case there's any bits. And if they say, oh, will we check them? And I said, well, I've had that before and I've got home and it's, you know, there's been bits missing. So don't be embarrassed about opening it up, but I mean ask, I would say. But this one I bought it and then thought, oh, I haven't checked it, so I opened it up as soon as I bought it and had a quick look. It looks all right, to be honest, and you know, like I say, I knew I had another one. So I mean, I haven't looked up the price of that. Probably maybe 15 if I'm lucky. That was £2.50. And this one, this was £3, and I had a quick look on Amazon. The rank was quite good. Can't remember exactly what it was, but it was all right, and the price was looking at about at least 25. So I'm about to do an Amazon box, which will probably be a good thing for a video. So, you know, rather than all this repetitive stuff of what I'm doing about listing and tidying up and what have you. But anyway, that was worth it. 25 quid. So a bit of a disappointing day, really, but there you go. That's what it is. All you can do is keep trying. But I think what I've decided, I'm definitely not going to drive. I'm going to stick to my 20-mile, radius. The other day I drove like 40 miles to somewhere, and the charity shops were complete poo. So I'm going to keep it within a 20-mile radius, and probably only go to charity shops if I'm doing something else at the same time. Like I say, I took a morning out for that, and probably not looking at a lot of money back. What I do want to do the time, so the times I'm not going to charity shops, I want to set aside maybe 4 hours and maybe use that time to research over the internet, be it Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, eBay Snipes, anything like that, local pickup stuff. So I'm going to focus more of my energy on that and see if it bears fruit. Right, seeing as that's rather disappointing, I have for you the reasons I do free postage. And I have flipped and flopped between free and paid probably about 3 or 4 times. But here are my reasons. Some are kind of like, firstly, I'd say like 90% of my items are on free postage, and I'm moving them all to free postage. The only stuff I might keep on is media, if literally every other seller has it as free postage. And this is stuff like, DVDs or games where it's a $1.99 postage cost anyway. But here are my reasons I do free postage. Okay. So firstly, if you use promotions, okay, so you promote something at 1%, okay, you pay a fee on that. It could be like say it's 5%. I normally just do 1%. Sometimes I might do 2 or 3. But say you're paying 5% on a promotion. Now, if you're selling something at like £10 plus £3 postage, you'll pay 5% on the £10, which is 50p. It's not a lot of money. But if you had that item at £13, so if you've got, okay, let me get this right. If you've got £10 plus the postage, you're only paying it on the £10, okay? 50p. And you're charging £3.49. Now, if you roll up the postage, so you have it as £13.49, okay, bear with me on this, £13.49, you're going to pay 5% on the £10 and the £3.49. So, yeah, it's only a little bit of money, might be like 10p or something, but you do that for every listing. You've got like 1,000 listings. What's 10p times 1,000? I think it's 100 quid. I hope it's 100 quid anyway, so, reason number 1, okay. Reason number 2 is if you mark down the price, so if you're doing a sale, like a 10% sale, it is only going to mark down the core value of the price. So again, with that example, you've got it at £10 plus £3.49. You do like 20% sale, it flashes 20%, but it's only taking that price down to £8 plus £3.49, £11.49 in total. If you have free postage, it will take the 20% off the £10 and the 20% off the incorporated £3.49. So work out what that is. I can't work out what that is, but it means that it's decreasing more of the price. Again, small, but over a large number of items, you could be in trouble. Okay, now next reason is actually like a really good reason. Okay, so if you get a return, and everybody hates getting returns, if you have done free postage, so say you've done you've charged £13.49, you've got to refund that whole £13.49, whatever the reason is. Someone says, oh, didn't like it, didn't fit, whatever. Now, if you've done £10 and £3.49 separately, in some cases, now I think it's with did not like item or didn't fit, you have the option not to refund that £3.49. So you can save yourself some money. If someone's just returning it just because they don't want it anymore, really they should pay the original postage. So it's good to have that option. I find it can be a real kick in the gut sometimes if you get a return. You think, oh God, I've had to pay. Not only have I got to pay to get it, sometimes you have to pay to get it back, and sometimes you have to pay pay to send it, and you're paying 2 lots of postage. It can be a bit of a hassle, that sometimes. Right, what do we got? We've got 2 more. This is a good one, another good one. If you are reducing your prices from, like, say £13.49 to £10, that will make it cheaper for international sellers, because presumably you'd only have free postage on items to the UK, and everything else you would either cover by a GSP or via a postage policy. For me, certain items I have GSP. Other items that I'm happy to send myself, I charge £10 for Europe, £20 for the rest of the world as a blanket price. If someone asks me to change it, I'll look at the item and I might change it, but they're my blanket prices. Now, if suddenly, the price of something goes from £13.49 plus free postage in the UK to £10 plus £3.49, that becomes cheaper for the international buyers. And I found that did have an effect when I put postage in, cost of postage in, postage paid. So it definitely might boost your international sales. And the final reason, and probably the best reason, is I don't think it makes absolutely any difference to sales. I don't think people will go onto eBay and go, "Ooh, free postage, wonderful, fantastic." In actual fact, I believe that if someone sees something for, let's get this right, if someone sees something for £13.49, okay, or someone sees something for £13 free postage. Let's say someone sees something for £13 free postage. Total cost is £13, and they see the same item for £10 plus £3.49. Now you've got this big green £10, and you've got this £3.49 underneath here somewhere, and you've got this £13. Okay, so overall this one's cheaper. I think people go for just look at the price. Some people won't. I mean, if you're like me and filter things by cost item and high price plus postage and all that sort of stuff, if you know what you're doing, you're fine. But the reality is, there's probably quite a few people who are buying stuff on eBay who don't delve into that sort of thing and just go, vroom, big green price value thing, let's go for that. So I honestly think it makes no difference to your sales, and in actual fact, putting your core price of your item lower can be more attractive to the buyers. So that is it. That's what I've come up with. I mean, that's just me off the top of my head, really. But I'm not changing back. Like I say, I have flipped and flopped one way and the other. But I'm going to stick at this now. There's probably a whole load of other reasons as well. I mean, if you've got any sort of reasons, do let me know what you think, or if you think free is better, let me know why that is. But yeah, I thought that it might be interesting for some of you. I hope you found it interesting. Take care, and hopefully I'll have some good items that I've sourced for you soon. I will try my best.